Good morning, students. Welcome to the online sessions on your subject English after a long break. Hope your minds are fresh enough to take up the further sessions, and that too online, because the situation demands that the classes cannot be resumed. The normal routine real classes cannot be resumed. So, keeping up with the same way of teaching, we will take up the topic and the syllabus further. Children, please cooperate with your parents as well as teachers, because there is no other way out to keep you people in touch with your studies. So, kindly obey your parents and follow the guidelines they give you. Do not prolong too much to take up your lessons on daily basis, and try to cover your written work also side by side. So welcome back to the session, to the online sessions, and I hope you all will do your best to take up as much possible from these sessions. Let's start with a new chapter, rather a new topic of grammar, that is adjectives. Now students, when we talk about or when we see anything, we usually try to describe. Supposingly, you had been out for a movie or a picnic or to meet a friend or to attend a party. When you come back home, you must be giving the entire narration about how the party was, how the movie was, and if you have met a person, how the person looked like, and if you have gone to a park, then what all things you saw, and if mom or somebody else asked you to describe those things, then you just start your conversation or start describing that person or things you saw by using certain words. For example, if I ask to give one word to your mom or to give one word to describe your mom, you may promptly say she is loving and caring. If I ask you to give one or two describing words for your little brother or sister you have, you may say naughty, clever, smart. If you watch a new, happen to see a new dress, you may describe it using the words beautiful. If you watch a movie or read a book and I ask you to give one or two describing words for that, you may call it an interesting book or an interesting movie. So all these words which I have used for describing a particular person or a movie or the book, these all words are called adjectives. They are describing words in simple language, and in grammar we term them as adjectives. Children, you will not open your books. For the first attempt, you will just listen to the videos, and only after the session is over, you will take up your books and again go through the video and the content of your book side by side. By this time, you must be good enough to cope up with the speed at which I am speaking, and the moment you feel like that your speed is lagging behind or you are lagging behind, you may pause the video and go with the markings, underline part, then again resume the video. I hope it is clear. So please don't open your books. Just focus on the content being taught. So I was saying that whatever words I had used just a minute before, to describe the movie or the book or the person or the dress. All these words are called describing words. By this time it must be clear that I have described those things or people or dress. These words, people, dress, movie, park or party, all come in the category called nouns, under the heading called nouns. So one thing should be clear, that adjectives describe nouns, and you must be clear with the topic nouns by this time if you need to understand the topic adjectives thoroughly. So let's take up the examples given in your book. Don't open the book as I said, just listen and focus here. Gopi is an old man. Now this man is a name, is a word used to call this person. So all the naming words or the words which we use to call somebody or something are termed as nouns. So my noun is man, though it is Gopi as well, but here the word old has been used to describe the word man. In the next example, that is a black dog. My noun is dog and the word used to describe this word dog is black. Another example, Geeta has 3 pencils. A word which is adding to the information or which is adding to the, you can say, to the meaning of the noun, that is pencils, is 3. Howsoever, Geeta is also the noun here, but there is no word that is describing Geeta. So as I said, you have to be clear with the topic nouns first, then only you can look for an adjective in the given sentence. So all these words, old, black, 3, these are called as describing words, and all these describing words are termed as adjective in your grammar, English grammar. So you can say that the words which describe the kind, the color, the number, even the shape or any other quality of a noun, especially of a noun, are known as adjectives. Taking up the topic further, we will read these examples as well. John is tall. The sky is blue. Honey is sweet. Now all these words written in dark are the describing words for the words John or for the nouns John, sky, honey. Now you may wonder, earlier in these examples, these bold letters were in the beginning. Not in the beginning, but before the noun. And here they are after the noun. Actually, children, adjectives can be placed anywhere, depending upon the case, what you are describing, which noun you are describing. In higher classes, you will learn various places where you can put up an adjective, depending upon which type of adjective it is. In class 4, you are only supposed to be confined with what are adjectives and which all words are included in the category of adjectives. So, talking about the position of adjectives, actually in your book it is mentioned that they are placed before the noun they describe. In the above examples, old man, black dog, 3 pencils, they are coming before the noun they are describing. For example, here before pencils, here before dog. But here in these 3 examples, they are coming after the nouns they describe. What is my noun here? John. In this sentence, the sky, and here honey. So these words are coming after the noun for which they are used. So there are basically, as per your book, I'll not go beyond that. There are two places for an adjective to be placed, either before the noun that it is describing, or after the noun which it has to describe. That is all you have to learn about the position of adjectives. And as such, we have done that. Adjective tell us what kind of, how many, what color, even shape, size, size, texture. If I say soft, I have a soft teddy bear, so texture of the teddy bear is soft. So texture is also included in the topic, or included as a describing word. So as such, you can say that all the words which are kind of quality describing, which tell you the quality of the thing and even the number of a thing, are called adjectives. Here they have written, adjective tell us what kind of, how many, what color, etc. Etc. includes, you may write there, shape, size, texture. Don't open the books now, it will be later on that you will be writing. Shape, size, texture. Texture I told you, soft, rough, smooth. These are the textures. And of person, place, animal and thing. And what are these person, name, animal, things categorized as? They are categorized as nouns. I hope it is clear what are adjectives and where do we place an adjective. Now we will be taking up the exercise, but first you must be clear with this part, that what is an adjective and what its place, where is its place usually in a sentence. Another thing is that you must pause the video, watch it again, do the marking part, and at last only take up the exercise. Don't solve the exercise side by side. In case you need to do it, you must first listen to it, then only go for writing or solving the exercise part. So let's turn the page. Your first question on this page reads, underline the adjectives in the following sentences. Now, as I told you, adjective describe a noun. You may come across 2-3 nouns in a particular sentence, but that may not be necessary that many nouns have the adjective also. So look for the word which has a describing word for it. Otherwise, the steps are to first look for the nouns and then look for the describing word. But if you are clear with the concept, in 2-3 seconds only, you will be able to find out the word that has been used as a describing word in this particular sentence. So let's start. The Rajdhani Express is a fast train. Now this is also a noun, Rajdhani Express, and train is also a noun. But if I consider here, there is no word to describe Rajdhani Express. Even if it is for the train that is Rajdhani Express. So this train word has a describing word for it, that is fast. Next, Mangal Pandey was a brave soldier. So Mangal Pandey is also a noun, soldier is also a noun. One is proper noun, one is, actually it is used, this soldier word is used for Mangal Pandey only, but the word Mangal Pandey has no describing word here. The word which has been described is soldier, and the word that has been used to describe the word soldier, what kind of soldier was Mangal Pandey, that is brave. Haridwar is a holy city. We are talking about Haridwar, that is a city, and this city is what kind of city? It is holy. So like this you will be doing all these questions. It's very easy, children. Just look for the nouns, then look for a word that is describing it, and that's all. If not, and there is another way out also. As I have been teaching this topic since long, so I'll be able to make out the describing word in a second itself. Tiny is here, the describing word narrow is there, because you are doing it, I think, for the second time after class 3 or 2, so it may take time for you to do it. So be careful, but the exercise part is very easy, so take it and mind it. There can be 2 adjectives also in a particular sentence. Next question reads, put a noun after each of these adjectives. So you can put any noun, but don't make it a nonsense kind of answer. Read the adjective which has been given and go with a noun that matches the word. For example, if I say muddy, then muddy is that is full of mud. So the prompt noun that comes to my mind is road. You cannot say muddy house. Mud house is okay, but muddy house no. So road. Next is a torn. Now torn, what could be torn? A page can be torn, a dress can be torn, a cloth can be torn. So you could write any word, a torn dress. Like this, you will be solving the D part also, but mind it, you have to put up there some relevant word or the noun to for which the describing word has been already given. Now, next question reads, write adjectives to describe these persons. A person who does not like to do work. These are the words, or you can say this exercise is just similar to your Hindi grammar part. अनेक शब्दों के लिए एक शब्द. There are too many words given here to describe a particular person or a thing, and sorry, here it is only persons, and you have to give one word for that descriptive sentence. A person who does not like to do any work. There are some certain alphabets mentioned in between, letters mentioned in between L, Z, B. So this is a kind of hint. So the word here that goes is lazy. Next, a person who is always doing one thing or the other. Such a person is a busy person. So I hope it will be easy for you to take up the rest of the parts. I'll do one more. A person who does not talk politely. One who is not polite, one who is not soft, especially in his acts or speaking. So he is or she is called a rude person. So the rest of the parts you'll be taking up as your homework. Even the part here which is on page 37, that is a kind of grid given. You'll solve it and I'll be sending you the answers once you have done the homework. Thank you, children. Kindly take up the session once again if the topic is not clear, but I guess it's not that difficult. So happy learning, enjoy and have fun while attending these sessions. Bye. Take care.